Get on your grind, shorty K.
I gave them something to believe in, they ain't believe it. Tried to show them the vision, they ain't zoom in to see it. Told them about these heights, they said it's too high to reach it. And that had me feeling like Mike, I told them you gotta beat it. See, it's diamonds in your soul, but you gotta dig a lot deeper. See, all of our minds been exposed, but I've been changing the frequency. Sending my prayers and affirmations, way past where them eagles be. What I learned in my returns is not all things you need to see. You gotta feel it, the negative thoughts, and you gotta kill it. I know that it's hard and it leaves scars and it ain't appealing, but you gotta heal it. There's lessons in every little layer, but you gotta peel it. Cause the best way to get some air is removing your ceiling. Look, trust me, I know cause I did it. Hit rock bottom, looked around like damn, what the fuck I do with it? I remember the levels and picked up my shovel and I started digging until I got dizzy. And trust me, the spirit been busy. I'm back and I'm paid and I'm busy, so feel like I'm acting the way that you get it. This is for back in the day when they just shit it. I gave them something to believe in, they ain't believe it. Tried to show them the vision, they ain't zoom in to see it. Told them about these heights, they said it's too high to reach it. And that had me feeling like Mike, I told them you gotta beat it.
Yes, Zersky, peace, love, and light. It's the God Lord Christopher, the Liver Survivor Manual, and I'm back with another download straight from the cosmos. Remember, someone has to see your greatness. Why not start with yourself? Stay blessed, always finesse. Definitely trust the Most High's process, the truest keys to success. Listen, man, I appreciate everybody again that has constantly been tapping into every single one of these podcast episodes. You guys have definitely been just filling me up with so much energy, love, and just overall just joy, man. I really do enjoy getting up here and recording these videos, not only for you all, but, for myself as well. These help to motivate me too. And, it's just time, man. It's time to continue to elevate. It's time to, put ourselves in the best position possible to succeed. And, that's what I aim to do. Y'all know what I aim to do: educate, motivate, and enlighten y'all to see your greatness. So again, every single episode, I'm gonna give my big ups to y'all, man, because it definitely inspires me to keep going. It definitely pushes me to keep going. We almost at what, 50, 40? We're almost at 40 episodes. So, I'm doing the thing. You feel me? And I'm proud of myself. I know y'all are proud of me too. But guess what? I'm proud of everybody that has constantly been tapping in to every, again, episode and seeing your greatness and evolving and becoming a better you. So without further ado, I ain't going to talk your head off. We're going to go ahead and get straight to the vibes. The vibes here at SYG Studios are to motivate, educate, and enlighten our people to achieve greatness through seeking new ways to invest in themselves. Everything is high level: what we think, what we say, how we feel, and definitely how we act. Before we even get into the energy, take the time to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment, share, and subscribe. We love engagement over here and understand that a village pushes the trend, not just one individual. So the support is much appreciated, family. Also, take the time to visit the link. This is how you tap in with the SYG community on all social platforms. You can cop merchandise, book one-on-one consultations for website design, graphic design, logo designs. Even if you want to, start your own business, I do help with business startups, editing videos. If you need help with content creation, I'm just a a Swiss Army knife. I put a lot of tools, in my box, so that way, when it comes time to perform and do what I need to do, pull those tools out and get busy. So our aim is to not only grow the brand, but reach at least 500K. Yes, I said 500K, little slight half a milli. Individuals who want, need, and are seeking the knowledge to live a more abundant life. Now, with all the information being provided, I do want to send out a quick disclaimer. Please take the time to do your own research. It's very vital. My content is intended to be used for motivational purposes only. Always do your own analysis based on your own current circumstances. Now, y'all know this is my favorite part. We're going to go ahead and all together, we're going to go ahead and step into our God body energy. We're going to inhale peace, and then we're going to exhale so we can receive that growth and ultimately see our greatness. All right, so let's go ahead and get busy. Inhale peace. Exhale growth. Now see your greatness. Here's what we are learning and tapping into today. Today is episode 39 of the See Your Greatness podcast. And today I wanted to educate you all and myself on how self-belief is very key, especially when you're transitioning into a new form. We are now in September. Today is September 1st. And, September literally is the month of transition. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about how, in your transition, in your transitioning to whatever form that you're trying to be in, like a Super Saiyan, you feel me? How Goku had to transform from level 1 to level 2, that Super Saiyan, he had to make a change. You feel me? There's something within him that had to change for him to get to that level, and it's no different. These are what these movies and these cartoons and all of these different documentaries are essentially trying to tell you, how to evolve into a greater version of yourself, right? And, if you don't believe in yourself, it's going to be hard for you to be able to elevate. It's going to be hard for you to see your worth. It's going to be hard for you to make that transition and for you to make that change. So, I wanted to talk about how, in believing in ourselves and doing what we need to do to shift into our new seasons, to shift into our new Super Saiyan mode. You feel me? You have for you to be able to obtain like prosperity and happiness and whatever you're looking to obtain in this shift. We have to understand that we have to believe in ourselves and practice that every single day. Just like you believe in God, you got to believe in yourself, right? So, first of all, what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to our handy dandy dictionary, you heard, and we're gonna go over the definition of like what belief is and what belief means, what belief means, right? So, in definition, right? Let's go over it. In definition, belief. We're gonna do belief first. So, belief is the state of believing. It's a conviction or acceptance that certain things are true or real. It's also equivalent to faith, right? Religious, it says religious faith as well. Trust or confidence, right? The sentence that it gave is I have belief in his abilities or my abilities. Anything believed or accepted as true, right? It says a creed, a doctrine, or a tenet. It says an opinion, an expectation, or a judgment, right? And then when you move on down, it has like the synonyms of belief. It says the term of broadcast application in this comparison implies mental acceptance of something as true, even though absolute certainty may be absent. So that's very key because that, like faith, right? Like we have to have faith that what we call God, the creator, exists. And based off of that faith, based off of that truth, right, we build on that. That's a compounding thing. And the reason being is because, as you have faith, for you to understand that, this power or this creation or you, right, is able to be accepted as truth. When you put work in, that's how it manifests itself, by showing you that, yo, this is true. Like I know people have been in situations, and I'm gonna use myself as an example. Before I started podcasting, I had to believe in the fact that I could be a good podcaster. I had to believe in the fact that I had good messages to get out to people that could help change their lives from where they are now, and help them understand that, yo, if you have faith and if you trust yourself, if you believe in yourself, you'll be able to accomplish all of those things that you want to accomplish in your future. Most people that become billionaires, millionaires, most people who, take the journey of becoming, physically fit and becoming their best form, like at one point in time, they had to believe within themselves, like, yo, if I constantly put in this work, I will obtain this. They put it in their minds like a visualization. They start to visualize themselves of already having millions of dollars, already having billions of dollars. But guess what? They start putting the work in behind it. In the scripture, it says faith without works is dead. And that's very key. We can believe in ourselves and have belief in things all we want. But if you're not putting work in to go achieve that and to show proof to yourself, then it doesn't matter. It's just a thought in your head. It's just going to continue to recycle and recycle and recycle, right? So it said faith implies complete, unquestioning acceptance of something, even in the absence of proof. Like, for instance, like The wind. Let's think about that. Like the wind, you can't always see the wind, but you believe in your mind, like when a cool air comes by you, or if it's very windy outside and the trees and things of that nature is shaking, sometimes shaking you up, you have a belief in your mindset like, yo, that's the wind, right? You don't see it all the time, but you move on faith like, yo, that's the wind. That's why it's windy outside. It's no different. You feel me? Just the same belief that you have in the sun to come up. Like, you know that the sun, I believe, like, the sun's gonna come up every morning, the moon's gonna come up every night. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the clouds are always gonna be, like, we believe in these things that it's always going to happen, right? But we wouldn't believe in it if it didn't happen, right? It wouldn't be deemed as our truth, or we wouldn't accept it if it didn't happen, right? That's the work that, the earth has to put in. That's the work that we have to put in to see and understand, like, okay, our faith is true. What we believe in, even in the unseen, right? As long as we keep moving towards that, as long as we keep believing in that, as long as we have hold that, near and dear to us and accept that, more and more we start pushing, we realize that. All right. So let's keep going in definition. It also states that it says it's something that's not supported by reason. It's something that you have to trust. It implies an assurance, often apparently intuitive. Like, this is where your intuition comes in. You can't see intuition. You feel me? Like, for me, like, lately my intuitive skills have been A1 from day one, right? So, I get messages in my mind where, a person's name will come across my mind. So it'll be like my sister's name or something of that nature, right? And in that moment, like, I can either follow faith in a sense of like, you should call your sister. You're thinking about her for a reason, right? Or I can just let it go and not trust in that, not hold that mind, that thought as true, and I just let it go and not move on it. So the other day, I continue to do this even today. I'll get a thought, I'll get a person's name, and this is how God talks to me. So my sister's name came across my mind, and in that moment, I called her. As soon as I called her, she's like, yo, like, I don't know what made you call me, but I guess God knew I needed to talk to you because I literally just had a breakdown moment. I'm literally crying my eyes out right now, and I just don't know what to do. Like, I feel lonely, things of that nature. So if I didn't move on that, if I didn't act in faith of the fact that, God has given me thought for a reason, I wouldn't have known what she was going through today. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she was going through a particular situation at work to where, she was building up anxiety, right? And her name came across my mind, across my spirit again. Reached out to her. Guess what? She implied, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I have a lot of anxiety because this is new to me. But if I didn't follow that thought, if I didn't, walk in faith of understanding, like, yo, this person's name or this person is coming across my spirit for a reason, then it doesn't matter. Faith without works is dead. So, those are just examples that I can show you that, faith is real, man. Faith, whatever you believe in, whatever you hold true to you, I mean, if you stand 10 toes on it, then that's what's going to transpire in your life, right? So I'm just a true advocate of that. It also say that it's confidence, right? Confidence also suggests such assurance, especially when based on reason or evidence. It has credence, suggests mere mental acceptance of something that may have no solid basis in fact, right? And then you have believe. Believe means to like, desire, right? To take as true, as real, to have confidence in a statement or promise of another person, to suppose or think, right? Let's be honest, a lot of us go to work on faith. A lot of us go to work in the belief that, yo, I go work my 40 hours. I know that in 2 weeks, or I have faith that in 2 weeks I'm gonna get my paycheck. A lot of us out here are moving in faith without even knowing it. A lot of us are moving in a belief or holding something true without even recognizing it. So when it comes to self-belief, you need to believe in yourself that you are going to get that position, that you are going to, make a shift in the transition for your physical, your mental, your spiritual, your finances, your family environment. You have to believe in that first before it can, become something, before it can manifest into what we call the truth. So I picked a video today. Y'all already know I got my videos, man, that talks about this. Y'all are gonna, see this person a lot. My guy, Reverend Ike. It's like the only, I guess you could say, pastor, and not the only, but one of the only pastors that I truly like listening to, because he breaks the book down, or the Bible down, in a way that regular pastors don't. It's on a whole different level, and he always relates it back to you. He always tells you how this applies to you, right? So y'all already know the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and share this tab. Share. And I'm gonna let my guy spit his bars. You feel me? I'm gonna let him spit his bars, and let me see. We're gonna move from there.
All right. I want to tell you how to use your mind power to get what you want now. I mean, right here in Atlanta, right here in Georgia, right there, wherever you are looking and listening. First of all, you have to use your mind power to believe in yourself. Religious people would say to me, oh, yes, Reverend Ike, you're telling people about believing in themselves, but what about believing in God? Well, who do you think God is? God has no personality except in man and as man.
Facts. How you think God expresses itself? Through us.
And God is not a big man in the sky. God is the real man in me. Let each person say this, because this is the truth of
Y'all
everyone.
say this with me.
God is not
Big
a
person
big
in the
man
sky.
in the sky.
God
is the
real
real
inside
man
of
in
me.
We have another way of saying it, and I want to give you this prayer of affirmation to take with you so that you can have what you want now. God is the presence and power within me right now. Together,
God is the presence and power within me right now. Taking y'all to church today, you heard?
Stated in this philosophy of the science of living is this: God is the mastermind working through me now.
God is the mastermind working through me now.
Come on, together.
God is the mastermind working through me right now.
Oh, you're getting turned on. Now, people say, well, Reverend Ike, what about believing in God? Please hear this. Your faith is no good until you learn to have faith in yourself.
Facts. Faith is no good until we learn to have faith
How in
within
the
ourselves.
world can you believe in somebody in the sky and you don't even believe in the somebody in you?
Preach, preacher.
How in the world can you believe in a Jesus that walked in Galilee and not believe in the God that walks in you?
Facts.
Oh, I think we're getting through. Somebody say, wow.
Wow.
Man, I don't care how much faith you have in a God in the sky. Until you learn to have faith in the God in you, your faith is dead. It's no good to you.
What I just say.
God in the sky is no good to you. Only God in you is of any value to you.
Facts.
The most important thing in the world is what you believe about yourself.
Facts.
That's the most important thing. Your entire experience is fabricated out of what you believe about yourself. And mind you, I always have to point this out. It is not important what other people believe about you. It's only important what you believe about yourself.
Right.
And you see, you have to be the kind of person that you can believe in. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself. You have to be decent within yourself. And then you can believe in yourself.
Facts. We talking big facts, yo.
I want to say something that may be a little rough for a clergyman to say again on international television.
Bring this up bigger again for y'all.
Once you learn to believe in yourself correctly, you are no longer worried about what other people are thinking, are saying about you. Hear this. Until you learn to believe in yourself, regardless of what other people say or think, you're not going to get very far. As a matter of fact, you have got to come to that point in your experience where you know that your nose is clean, your business is straight, and you don't give a damn about what other people think about you.
Facts. Y'all heard?
Excuse me, saints. Now, someone may be asking, well, Reverend Ike, how do I believe in myself? How do I go about it? Well, first of all, you have to believe that God is within you. Especially you religious people, hear this if you don't hear anything else. God does not work for you from up in the sky. God works for you from within your very own mind.
Facts.
And I want you to make a personal affirmation out of that. God works for me from within my very own mind. Come on, say that to yourself.
God works for me within my very own mind. You heard? That's powerful, bro.
Wow. I used to get down on my knees and pray all those nice little Sunday school prayers for years, trying to get a God in the sky to do something for me. And I didn't get very much until I learned that God wasn't working for me from up in the sky, but God is working for me from within my very own mind. And the verse of scripture brings this out. Be you transformed how?
By the renewing of your mind. Be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. Come on, people.
People want to change everything but themselves. People know exactly what everybody else ought to do, but they don't know what the hell they ought to do.
Gossiping about everybody else. What you doing?
Get into your own mind and you get a hold on yourself, then God, the mastermind in you, will lead you and guide you and tell you what to do.
Facts.
You know, people even know how to even know what God ought to do. People try to tell God what to do.
That's crazy. How you gonna tell the creator of all things what to do?
That person. God changed this, that, and the other. But they don't want to change their negative thinking. But you must be transformed, as the Bible says. How? By the renewing of your mind. Hear this, please. Everywhere the Bible says believe, it means believe in yourself. It means believe in the presence of God in you. It means believe in the power of God in you. The Bible says believe in the Son of God. That's you. It means believe in yourself. So use your mind power to believe that you can be and do and have the good which you desire. The first step to achieving your desire is to believe that you can. So let me hear every one of you raise your hands and shout once again, I
can.
All right, you're on the way. In the next few minutes, you'll be really turned on. And when I come back to Atlanta, you'll have some fantastic testimony. Now, this is for religious people. You who are not religious, this may not be your hang-up. And with all due respect, let me say this. The people I have found in this world who have the worst hang-ups are the religious people.
Bro, be weak. That weak. I'm sorry. I'm using my words that heat.
When I try to help people in this business of mind power, I have to, first of all, help them get rid of some of their religious hang-ups. And I found out also, many times the more religious people are, the more hung up they are. So now here's one of the hang-ups that some religious people have.
It's a lot of brothers in there looking stiff-faced.
See, you must believe that you deserve good which you desire. But, you know, in the old religion, they would teach us to pray and say, Lord, I'm not worthy. I got you. Lord, I don't deserve your goodness. Let's all confess. How many of you have ever prayed like that? Let me put my hand up and confess. I have.
Yeah, that's true. That's how they taught us
I know
to.
some prayer books that are just full of all kind of prayers that tell God how bad we are. Lord, I'm not worthy of a thing. As a matter of fact, in the Bible, there was one man who prayed and said, Lord, I'm not worthy of the least of your mercies. Let me cut you loose from that hang up right now. Whenever you pray and say, Lord, I'd like to have such and such a thing, and right behind it you say, Lord, I'm not worthy, you might as well forget it. You're not going to get it.
My cat, yo.
And here again, there's one of those old hymns that they taught us to sing also. We would stand up and sing and say and call ourselves such a worm as I.
I'll get you some in a bit.
That's dangerous.
He want treats, yo.
If you think of yourself as a worm, you're going to get the treatment that a worm gets.
Right.
What happens to a worm?
They get stepped on.
A worm gets what?
Stepped on. Facts.
Now you know why you're always getting stepped on. Believe that you're worthy. So let me give you this affirmation to shout with me as we go into the closing moments of this service. Shout with me, I am worthy of all of God's goodness. Come on together.
I am worthy of all of God's goodness.
All of God's goodness. goodness.
Big facts.
I don't know why they taught me to pray that anyway. I think I deserve all of God's goodness. What do you mean I don't deserve it?
Right.
Always get what you believe you deserve. If you don't believe you deserve anything, you're not going to get anything.
Facts.
Now listen, and this will help some of you young people and all of you. In Hollywood the other day, I spoke to a young man who's been trying to get ahead in his career. And he said, Reverend, I just have not been able to get ahead in my career like I would like to. He said, and Reverend, I'm looking for someone to believe in me.
Come on
And
now.
I've replied to him in a sermon in these words. You have to, first of all, believe in yourself, and others will believe in you.
Facts.
You have no right to ask someone else to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself.
Facts.
Come on and say, wow.
Wow. Wow, wow.
When you believe in yourself correctly and positively, then you can do what you want to do. Have what you want to have. And nothing can hinder you. One additional point quickly here.
Almost done, y'all.
You must use your mind power to decide clearly what you want. You would be surprised to know how many people haven't decided what they want.
What do
Another
y'all
young man
want?
said to me a few years ago, someone offered him a 4-year scholarship to college. And he was talking to me about it. And he said, Reverend, he said, someone has offered me a 4-year scholarship to college, full paid scholarship. And he said, but Reverend, I have no goals. If someone said to me, what's your ambition? What's your goal? I couldn't tell them because I have no goals. Decide what you want to be, to do, and to have. And the moment you decide what you want, things will start clicking in your favor. Use your mind power, because a man is a slave until he learns to use his mind. A man is ignorant until he learns the power of his mind and how to use it for his good. A man is lost in spite of his religion until he learns the power of his mind and how to use it for his good. And it doesn't matter how much religion you have. You're lost in spite of your religion until you learn to use your mind. It doesn't matter how much formal education you have. A man is ignorant until he learns to use his mind in order to be, to do, and to have the good which he desires.
And yeah, hey, look, I gotta let me know, man. Like, was he talking that talk or was he not? You feel me? Like, my favorite part was when he says, be you transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be you. He's talking to you now. You're going to be transformed if you renew your mind. Your mind. It's within you. Everything that we need, all the tools that we need, all the resources that we need is already within us, family. Believe in yourself. Just like you believe in the higher power to help you and assist you. He even said it. Faith, to have faith and to know that something is true and then to put no work in. Come on, man. Listen, I ain't got nothing else to tell y'all though. But these are also, 10 steps that you can take to build up that self-belief, right? Positive self-talk, replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations like he told you to do. Challenge and reframe self-doubting beliefs. 2, you need to set realistic goals, like he stated too. Start with achievable goals and gradually work. Hold on, y'all. Somebody calling me. My bad. I be telling people I'm recording. Stop calling me. All right, so set realistic goals. Start with achievable goals and gradually work your way up. Success in small tasks can boost your confidence. Number 3, celebrate achievements, right? Acknowledge and celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Learn and improve. Continuously seek to acquire new skills and knowledge. The more you know, the more confident you'll become, right? Face your fears. Number 5, confront your fears and step out of your comfort zone. Each time you do, you'll gain confidence. And remember, confidence is faith. Visualization. Imagine yourself succeeding and feeling confident in various situations. This can help train your mind. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with supportive and positive people who can encourage your growth. Number 8, self-care. Prioritize self-care. It's very important. And well-being. Physical health often correlates with mental confidence, right? Number 9, accept imperfection. Understand that nobody is perfect. Embrace your flaws. and learn from mistakes. Last but not least, if you need to, seek professional help. If self-doubt is overwhelming, consider therapy or counseling to address deeper issues. Remember building self-esteem, remember building self-belief. I'm not sorry. Remember, I'm being powerful with my words. Remember, building self-belief is an ongoing process. Be patient with yourself and keep working on it. It's okay to have setbacks, but the key is to keep moving forward. Come on, man. Like, that's game right there. That's knowledge right there. And I know y'all gonna take something from that. I would think you would take something from that. Self-belief is key in everything that we do. And so, I just want to continue to motivate y'all to believe in yourself, man. That's what See Your Greatness is about. You got to get out here. And again, I'm going to say this every episode probably. You got to sow your gifts, man, so that your ultimate desires impact oppressed spirits. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to uplift y'all. I'm trying to educate y'all. I'm trying to invoke something within you that is lying dormant. You have power within you. God put an essence or an aspect of itself in each and every one of us for a reason. Here for a reason. You got a better chance of winning the lottery than you do being born. That's a statistic. Wake up. Step into your armor. Step into your light. Step into your greatness. If you truly want to elevate. If you don't, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the people that really do want to see they're powerful and what they're truly capable of. Every day that I wake up, I know the life that I had. You feel what I'm saying? I know the life that I had. I know what poverty looks like. Y'all don't know how it feels to wake up with roaches in your ear, crawling on you and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit is traumatizing. So I know what the lowest parts of my life looks like. But now, once I started believing in myself and understanding that that wasn't my circumstance, I believe this at 15 years old, y'all. I left the house at like 15, 16 years old, y'all. Sleeping with my best friend's house, things of that nature, because I visualized something within my mind that wasn't the life that I was living. And I knew that nobody around me could teach me this, but nobody could get me there but myself. And the people that I met and interacted with or built a relationship over time that was on the same wavelength, was on the same frequency. I know what the lowest points of my life look like. So now I want to see what the highest parts of my life was going to be and look like. I have faith that I'm going to achieve and accomplish each and everything that I set out to achieve and accomplish. Even if my kids have to take it there, I'm instilling that within my DNA and encoding that now before I even pass that on to wifey for her to develop in her womb. It starts with us first. That's how you break generational patterns. You don't wait till your kids get here to now try to make a transition and make a change and make moves. It starts with you right now. What are you doing right now? Is the person that you are right now, is that something that you want to be a reflection for your children? Because they look at you, you're their mirror. So however you move and however you act and whatever you believe in, you're going to pass that down to them. And prayerfully, for those who continue to pass on that negativity, prayerfully, they have a strong enough spirit like I did to not believe in the things that people were trying to tell me growing up or the things that I was seeing growing up. I didn't subscribe to that. I didn't believe that this was going to be my life. Everything in life that I wanted, I accomplished through my own doing, my own faith, my own self-belief, my own confidence. You can do it too. Real said. You heard? But with that being said, man, self-belief is key. And we're going to go ahead and move on to a new upgrade, some new knowledge, and, some dope new news. And this comes from, go ahead and share my screen again. Big Orlando Magic, you feel me? Cole Anthony, man. He has started something very, very dope with his mother. They teamed up together to start a sports app for like youth development. If y'all don't know, I love sports. I tried to play basketball in high school and things of that nature. That's a part of my journey too. I was really good at basketball, but I didn't have the strength for it. Every damn season, I'm getting injured, tearing my Achilles, breaking my wrists, breaking my ankle. It was always something. And now that I'm older, I realize it was because one, I didn't believe in myself that much. I didn't have a lot of people around me also who believed in my talents as well. And two, I just didn't push myself as much. But in this knowledge sport, in this education sport, in this mental health sport, I do my thing. And ain't nothing gonna stop me here. This is my era. But this is something dope that I wanted to show y'all. So this is on afrotech.com. Shout out to y'all again. This is written by, I don't want to mess up your name, love. Shaniqua Yates. I hope that's, or Shanique Yates. And she wrote this today. It's Orlando Magic's Cole Anthony teams up with his mother to launch sports app dedicated to youth development. I feel like everybody should work with their family, man. For those who are in the family who have a like mind, like this is how you build generational wealth. With business and basketball, NBA player Cole Anthony's mom, Crystal McGuire, has always equipped him with keys to success. According to a press release, Anthony has joined forces with her to launch Game Up, a new app dedicated to providing parents with the resources necessary to transform their children's lives as young basketball athletes. That's amazing, yo. And this is his Instagram. Should we play? Let's go ahead and play it. Let's see.
So let me start with this first, Crystal. You and Cole decide to create this app. Why is that?
As a youth basketball mom, now a professional basketball mom, I had been for over a decade receiving emails, calls, texts from moms and dads and parents of athletes asking for recommendations for teams or programs for their kids to join. And I said, why don't I turn this into an app? And who else better to go to than Cole, who has gone through every single basketball program at every level to help me create this app, really to be one-stop shopping for parents to come and find the best program for their kid, ages 4 through like 17. So the goal is to demystify the youth basketball landscape for parents.
Talk to me about what you saw or what you think was missing during your phases of trying to develop into the athlete you are today.
I mean, I always had my mother, I always had my father who were there to help me with just, all levels of basketball, even up until this day. But I just felt that, there are a lot of parents out there, and not just parents, the kids too, who kind of, want to find a good NU program for them or a good travel team for them. Because don't even know where to start, like, don't know who to talk to. This is just a great platform just to simplify that whole process for the parents, not just the parents. When the kids get a little older, they'll be able to hop on this way.
Right. Facts. That's good. So it says helping young athletes. As a mother of 3 youth athletes at every level and firsthand witness to the challenges of youth basketball, I recognize the need for a comprehensive tool to help parents navigate this complex world, McGuire said in a statement. With Game Up, we are providing a reliable one-stop solution. This app represents our commitment to empowering the next generation of athletes, starting with basketball. McGuire is not only a New York Times best-selling author, didn't know that, but she also has experience as a filmmaker. That's tough too. She is responsible for directing the 2013 Little Ballers documentary, which aired on Nickelodeon. Alongside her son, she aims to protect parents from unreliable organizations that prey on talented young athletes and their families. There are organizations for basketball development that can be expensive for families to have their kids join. And they're almost selling the pipe dream, McGuire told People. Join this organization and then the kid never gets any playing time. Facts. A dynamic duo. Anthony currently plays for the Orlando Magic, and he credits achieving success in the sport at an early age to his mother. For me, it's been dope to watch her from behind the scenes to now shifting to a position where we're working together, said the 23-year-old point guard. He continued, I have not taken this for granted at all, and I've just appreciated the level of expertise she has in the business field, especially when she came to me with her ideas. She's just a superwoman. That's love right there. Now, through Game Up, the mother and son duo will help fellow sports families gain access to reliable coaches and trainers, as well as development programs to help their children achieve whatever sports goals they have. Features include everything from team matching to a hub for trainers and even concierge service. When will the app launch? The Game Up app will officially launch September 10th, so that's this month in New York at the inaugural Assist event. That's tough, y'all. That's tough. That's a dope story. That's a dope background story. That's a new upgrade. And that talks about, again, the topic of the day, like self-belief. Like, she believes in her son, he believes in his mother. They both have faith that they can work together, and not only in sports and business, to help the youth develop. And overall, look at what happened. They put the work in, because you got to have the faith, which is the confidence. You got to believe in yourself, with the confidence that this plan can work, and then you put the work in to make it happen. And that's what they're doing. So that's a perfect representation of today's video as well, right? So with that being said, man, excuse me, we're going to move into the last segment of the day, which is day 29, day 100 days of thought provoking questions. So day 29, we have, what role does delegation play in your leadership style? What role does delegation play in your leadership style? I'm going to be honest. I haven't delegated anything yet. Everything has been delegated to me. You know what I'm saying? I know these questions are for like the top 1%, but y'all know I answer them. And I also, encourage you guys to answer these questions as well, because we all are going to be in the top 1, 5, and 10%. But, that's one thing that I need to do. I need to delegate different things. I don't want to always have to, edit and produce all of my content. Don't want to have to do those things. I don't want to always have to be in the sweatshop. You feel me? Y'all see that heat press back there? I don't know if you can. You feel me? Like, I don't always want to be in the sweatshop, printing up 100 t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to delegate that stuff to people, pay them for their time. You feel me? Pay them for their energy, pay them for their creativity. That's how you circulate, the energy, what we call money. So honestly, I would like to know how y'all delegate, delegate things in your leadership style. When I do start delegating things, my leadership style is going to be delegating to delegating certain tasks or objectives or certain things to people that are great at that. You know what I'm saying? I want to delegate my merchandise getting printed and things of that nature to somebody that focuses straight on that. I want to delegate, editing videos to people that are, strictly or love doing that. Like, I love doing editing and creating content, don't get me wrong, but again, I'd rather spend my time being in a creative thinking space, using my imagination and developing new ideas, rather than having to, develop the idea, produce the idea, get the idea out there. Like, I don't want to continue to have to do it alone. So soon I'm going to get to a point to where I'm able to, hire people to do things for me. And from there, we're going to keep progressing and keep moving towards greatness. Right. So yeah, that was day 29, 100 days of thought-provoking questions. What role does delegation play in your leadership style? I would love to hear that from you all. With that being said, man, that's it for the day. We got our words of wisdom that we're gonna get out of here with, and I hope that y'all take from that. Let's see what we have today. All right, let's do this. This is from Kaba Kamin. He's a very, well respected person, especially when it comes for like being an activist for the melanated community, helping us understand what certain things mean as it aligns with the stars, as it's encoded within our DNA. Just a very powerful person. So he had a quote from an interview that I was listening to, where he says, when you relate to it, you become it. When you become it, you know it. And when you know better, you do better. Again, he stated, when you relate to it, you become it. When you become it, you know it. And when you know better, you do better. So we're gonna leave with that. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's continue to get in this algorithm. Let's continue to get those numbers up. Road to 200 subscribers. I want to have 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube, 1,000 subscribers on my podcast channel. And we're just constantly, trying to reach towards goals. So yeah, man, y'all like, comment, share, and share it to like 10 of your friends. 10 of your friends. Let's get these likes up as well. Let me get about 10 likes. 10 likes on the video. And yeah, man, y'all just continue to be the best versions of yourselves that you can be every single day in your right now. And we're gonna continue to grow. So remember, somebody has to see your greatness. Why not start with yourself? Stay blessed, always finesse. Definitely trust the Most High's process. The truest keys to success. And like my guy Kyrie say, we all tied in. We all even. Let's get it. Love y'all, man. Peace.